Welcome back, you guys, to my channel. I have a special treat for you today. First of all, how's everyone doing? I woke up today very alert and needing to share a message. I feel like I'm a different person when I kind of woke up today. So I just kind of wanted to express and show you guys kind of like what I've been feeling, what I've been experiencing. I am going to shuffle my cards as like I go. Yeah, so today is Sunday. Let me see, November 6th. I'm not doing this. It's 8:30. It's not that early, but it's early enough for me to get the message across. And I really been feeling lately like my dreams have been very vivid. This morning, like after I did my prayer, I was guided to grab my aragonite crystal. I'm like, I hope it like focuses in on that. And I looked it up because like it's a really good grounding crystal. I saged it before I even like came on today to share you guys, what I'm actually cause like what I'm thinking right now, I'm just eager to get the message out. So let me just calm down. So aragonite crystal is believed to be a nurturing stone, and it uplifts your feelings from stressful oppression into freedom and clarity through its ability to enhance tolerance, trust, and insight by providing understanding into the root problems. And so what's crazy is when I got this stone, I was going through like a really stressful time in my life. Like I was going through job transitions, and then like COVID happened. This was before COVID. This was before COVID. So I was going through job transitions, and then I had a roommate that just decided to like dip on me. And you guys will see this in my channel. I said this before. I told you the story of like why I moved to California and like what happened and stuff. And so go look in my other videos if you want to pretty much look into that. But it was like a really stressful time, and I was just getting my crystals like at Ross and stuff. But like sometimes they have like really good finds, and I saw this in here because the crystal shops in California and Northern California where I stay, they're just a bit overpriced, and sometimes the people kind of force certain stones on you that you feel like they're like, oh, this will be wonderful. It's like $141, ma'am. Like, have you even tried this stone? You know what I'm saying? And so they don't really have a connection with the customer a lot of the times before just like offering what they think might help. Because there's always underlying decisions and things that happen all the time that, everyone's situation is specific is what I'm saying. So I have my aragonite stone or crystal with me today. And I think I'm done shuffling. I have a couple decks that I'm probably going to do with you guys. I have the New Orleans deck because my roommate is in New Orleans right now. We're going to do the Dark Mirror. I was also told to maybe pull out some cards from this Surrealist tarot deck, and this one's like really trippy. I haven't really connected with this deck as much. I probably have done it in one reading, and then sometimes I'll pull from it with other people's, but it just depends. So, and okay, let me just get into it. Okay, so let me cut the deck really quick. I hope you guys have been well. I know the weather has been changing where I stay, so I hope that everyone is doing okay and their families are doing well. Okay, let's get into the prayer. Heavenly Father, ancestors, spirit guides, and protective angels, thank you so much for waking me up today on this wonderful Sunday. I would like for you to help me get the most general message to the collective. As of right now, what's happening, we do have an eclipse full moon coming up this upcoming week, and I know the energy levels have been really high. A lot of people have been feeling tested, and if you can give me the most clear message, just to kind of tell them what's going to happen, what has been happening, and to give some overall understanding and clarity to their situation, I would love and appreciate you for that so much. If you're not called upon into reading, you're not welcome. Thank you so much, and amen. Okay. All right, well, let's get into it. Yeah. Okay. And I am going to go back to doing my present, past, future, because I feel called to do that today. So what's happening right now with the collective? Okay, so I have the Temperance. Okay, so you guys are, you're waiting, you're like on the move, you're wanting things to change. Maybe some of you guys are traveling. I see a lot of people traveling because I'm also traveling. My sister's also traveling. So everyone's kind of like in this forward movement and motion of wanting to move forward or wanting things like there needs to be a change of scenery. There needs to be a change of, you know, people who I'm hanging around, things that I'm seeing. There's some changes happening at work. What else do we have? Yeah, and look, and in the middle of, it's like a little sunset. It's like, you know, you just want to travel. You want to travel, girl. It's like, that's not a song. Okay, so let me fix the camera. Sorry, guys. Don't like that. Okay, so next we have Five of Pentacles. Maybe some of you guys are going to be traveling even though you don't have the funds for it. Or maybe you're traveling and you thought it was going to be... Oh, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. Okay, maybe you guys were traveling and you thought it was going to be great. And then, because the only reason why I'm saying that is because with the Five of Pentacles, and it maybe wasn't the trip that you wanted it to turn out. Sorry, I'm like stuttering. Okay, so you went on a trip, or you wanted to go on a trip, or you want to travel, and maybe you don't have like the funds for it, or maybe you're just like in a bad mood. Maybe you feel like this is not the right time to be like going on a trip. And the reason why I said that is because like this is usually like beautiful, like, oh my God, like look at these Five Pentacles. This is a beautiful window, possibly inside of a church, but this is how you feel down here. And then it's like these clouds are like overcoming like these pentacles, and it's just kind of like, just give it to the universe already. Like if you're already there, give it up. Like, don't argue and try to figure out why things aren't working or figure out other problems. If you're traveling, like figure it out. Like you're already traveling, so you might as well have a good time. But that's how you feel at the moment. Let's see, what other messages? We also have the Page of Wands. And so I'm definitely getting... You feel that there's a change that needs to be made. Like you went on this trip, you didn't like it. There's a change that needs to be made, but it is more of like an air type of like decision, like maybe no thought put behind it. Let's see what's happening in the past. Okay, so before it was like this loving reciprocation, maybe with like you and your partner, maybe you and people that you are around. It was just like a genuine connection, you know? Okay. What else? What else has happened in the past, Spirit? What else has happened in the past? Okay, so the Hierophant came out. Okay. So it looks like in the past you had your money in order and your bills were in order and everything was in order. In that order. Okay, everything was like in order before though. And then, you know, there was good reciprocation when it came to you and your friends, you at work, you going to work. And now it's like one. Okay, so this is past energy. Remember, everything is working out for you. You feel like this was a good routine. But then again, so it's looking like when things don't work out, because we have the Eight of Cups here, it's like you're looking for change. But there were cups because maybe you have unstable emotions. We're going to go back to these because, again, if you guys knew how I used to read my cards, I would go present, past, future, and then explain to you what's happening in your energy right now in the past and then what's going to happen in the future. And I stopped doing that because I was like, okay, I need to read like a different way. Sorry, I don't like that this keeps like moving. I hate it. Maybe it's me that's moving. Let's see. I'm just going to leave it. And so, yeah, let's get into the future. What's possibly happening in the near future. But again, this is guided more towards the eclipse. Okay, so the Five of Swords. Okay, so someone's being petty because they feel like they need to win an argument. We're gonna get into it because how I used to do this, it was very detailed. The judgment. So this person's gonna be judged for how they were. It's like instant karma. And I have, oh my gosh, Knight of Wands coming in with the Three of Swords. So I hate that I snacked like that. I do feel it's like you're coming in, you're wanting to come. Okay. So we have, this is what we have at the bottom. We have the Five of Swords, the Judgment, the Knight of Wands, Three of Swords, Knight of Wands, whatever. So this is what we have at the bottom. I always try to read it like a little story. They are whatever. So someone's coming in being super petty, and then the situation's going to be judged. But at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, it's almost like this person's coming in like, what I'm getting is they're coming in thinking with a broken heart. But what I see is, and I'm trying to explain it better, it's like they come in and it's almost like, oh my God, like they walk into like a situation like you're cheating on me, or they walk into a situation where an outside person is trying to come in and show love to, and this is very specific. So again, all my messages, they're general. So take what needs to be, you know, inputted and output what needs to be outputted. So the three, okay, so this is very specific. It's like the person comes in, this person is coming in with new hopes to fix like a relationship. Like these two people are together. Like let's say this was like two people together over here, and then this person is coming in to like tell another person that they love them or they want to be with them, or, you know, I want to get back together, or I'm interested in you. An outside person is coming into a union and is creating this third, you know what I'm saying? These three swords. So someone's very adamant into getting back into someone else's life. And so I don't know if that's you. Someone is very adamant into getting into your life, knowing that you are already in a relationship. Or there's a situation where, yeah, this person's walking in and like, oh my God, you're cheating on me. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry. But we're going to talk about the eclipse because this is a grounding stone. We're going to get to the root of the problem, okay? If you guys like my readings, be sure to like and subscribe so I can do more just to kind of see what you guys are interested in. If you like me doing my layouts this way, the readings are a little bit longer, but I do get to the root of the problem specifically, and more cards are being drawn, and it's going to be, this is good. It's me and you right now. So make sure that these are the right way. So let's start back at the beginning of you guys wanting to feel like you need to move. First of all, some of you might be moving, like physically might be moving. I'm hearing luxury apartments. I don't know why. Bigfoot, Java, maybe there's some luxury apartments. And this is in Seattle, so I don't know if someone lives over there. That's weird because I used to live there. But it's like Bigfoot, Java, luxury apartments. It's like green apartments. It's like trees. It's like a light greenish like apartment. Yeah, I don't know. But let's talk about the Chariot and moving forward. So why does the collective feel like there needs to be movement? I know that they're moving or something needs to be changed. because it's pretty much, you don't like where you're at right now with the Queen of Swords. It's not a happy home where you're at. So it's like something needs to change. This is not working out. We have the Queen of Swords and supposedly, you know, the Ten of Pentacles, which is a happy home. So you're feeling like something needs to change because it's not a happy home anymore. You're having to dictate a lot of what happens in the household. You're having to pretty much wear the pants in the household without somebody, you know, I'm not saying they're not withholding their end of the bargain of whatever you guys are living there, but the other person's taking on more strict actions when it comes to what needs to happen for a household to be running properly. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So, and tell me, because we have the Five of Pentacles in the middle. Sorry, my leg's cramping up. We have the Five of Pentacles in the middle. So why are you feeling, oh, don't do that. Okay, so why are you feeling like, and don't, okay, whatever. I say whatever because it's going to elongate things and, right. So we have the Five of Pentacles because you guys are feeling like you're taking on all the load. You feel like this next move, you don't have enough money to do what you need to do. You feel like you're carrying like all of the burden of what happens when you take care of your household. It's like everything's on your shoulders. There's 10 sticks that you're holding up here. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like that is a lot. I'm not trying to carry 10 sticks at a time. I do Instacart sometimes and I'll bring in 2 bags at a time if I feel like it, like, yeah, the physical labor, we're done. And this goes for men. I'm getting a real strong woman, like feminine energy. Men can also be in their feminine energy if they are working really hard, but I do see more of like a woman just doing a lot more when it comes to like having the household put together, getting everybody dressed, making sure everybody ate, the bills paid, or, you know, and that's a lot of mental work. And I saw a post on TikTok, because you guys don't get on me on TikTok, because I do watch TikTok and it does teach you a lot of things, because a lot of these people are certified like therapists that'll come on TikTok and let you know what the real is, because they work for themselves first of all anyways. So I saw this TikTok and this guy said that he was just like, oh my God, like my girlfriend did the dishes. He's like, I did the dishes. It was a video of him washing dishes. And then the guy was like, oh, I washed the dishes just for her to say no to sex or something like that, or just to say no tonight. And then a guy, which was a therapist, he said a lot of this happens a lot of the time in relationships because you're doing something physical, thinking it equals to something that also contains mental and physical like strength to do. So an example of that is you're washing dishes and you want some at the end of the night because you're physically doing something that you think should be rewarded and it's doing this little, where if you're the person in the household who's holding the household together, who feels like it's not working, who wants to change things and move forward because things aren't working in the household, it looks like this person thinks, and he said the food that they eat, each person has a different food that they like and they like it prepared differently, and going to the grocery store and picking it up and preparing the meal and, you know, making sure that the dishes are washed and making sure that the table is clean and everyone's coming to dinner on time, that takes more mental work than you washing dishes at the end of the day. Sorry, but it does. And people don't think about that. And I think a lot of the time men think that work equates to also mental work as well. And it doesn't, because a lot of their life they were told that physical work equates to you getting money, and you know what I'm saying, you could do things with a lot of money, and which is something that is physical. Money doesn't mean anything in the spiritual realm when we die, you know what I'm saying, like the feelings and emotions, it relates to it, but it's something that's physical that if we didn't have it and we didn't know what it was, it wouldn't equate to anything. So let's go on to the next. You guys feel like you can't move forward and get this extra energy and get this extra mobility and funds or inventions or creations, organization. I don't know why that came out, but maybe you're not organized. Maybe you feel like you can go through life and just kind of figure it out as you go. Oh my God, do you guys hear these birds outside? Oh, and so maybe you guys feel like, you know, maybe just get a little bit more organized in your life, and that comes down to your household. And I try to live as a minimalist, but I'm not. I just put everything that I don't need in the closet and I take it out when I do need it and I put it back. But I try to have just minimal space be used, because when things are cluttered and I have to figure out where things are and they put them in the perfect place, it stresses me out. So maybe getting organized a little bit. We're gonna get into the advice in a second. I'm gonna do that at the end. But okay, so this Page of Wands. Okay, so Page of Wands and the Three of Wands. So clarifying that, I do feel that I feel maybe a lot of you guys are praying that things will change. Like you're hoping and wishing, like maybe you feel like if you change what you look like on the outside, which I feel I'm a big person of changing your inside, you know, to reflect, or you're changing your outside to reflect like your inside. Things show up and people pay attention to you more exterior before they get to know you on the interior. So I'm a big person of that. So I definitely feel like you're feeling like there's something that needs to change about yourself on the outside. I do see some like different wardrobe here, even though it is a page. You know, they're crafty. They can figure it out. Can I have some more clarification when it comes to the Three of Wands and the Page of Wands? Because page is like a new creative energy. Oh, okay. So I'm also getting in this household energy. Maybe you feel like this person would think you're more attractive if you were to change certain aspects about your physical appearance. You know, that's not for everybody, but maybe some of you. And the reason why I say that is because maybe they're not lusting after you like they used to. Maybe, you know, like you said, something's not working in the household. Maybe they feel like and I don't mean they, this is also you collective. Maybe you feel like you have to change how you look or go outside for extra validation. And I want to say, don't do that, because when you do that, you're giving every right for these things to happen. Remember the cheating in the future. I didn't say that. Anyways, maybe that's not it. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But again, these are all ideals. Take what comes, you know, take what resonates. But yeah, this creates and this is maybe what's happening as you're traveling. Maybe this person doesn't want you to travel because they think that you're going to go off. And when you do go out of the house, or you do go to certain places, that you get dressed up more, or you put on cologne, or, you know, you do things that are kind of like outside yourself that you're not doing at home while you're running the household. I hope this makes sense, because how I'm explaining it. So this is where you're at right now. Let's look to see what got you here in this place of you feeling like this isn't working. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Let me see. I wish the cards would stop falling. Okay, I have the Star card representing the Six of Cups. So I do feel at one time you were taking care of yourself. There was a lot of like you giving back to your family or your household, and then you also taking care of yourself, which created a really nice balance. So we have the Star here, which created a really nice balance. So that's good. Okay. And tell me about the Hierophant. Okay, so it seemed like things were kind of put to a halt because maybe you had to pay like a big bill or an expense, or, you know, something just came up out of nowhere, car registration, taking your kid to the hospital, dentist, car, tire, what else am I getting? Things like that, just accidental things that just happen sometimes that kind of just irk our nerves, right? And to clarify that, it was something that you could not see. So, in the past, you felt like these bills or whatever these obligations were that kind of like made you feel like your life was like, oh my gosh, like I need to pay attention. It's almost, I'm gonna give you guys an example. It's like when you have a lot of bills and one bill is due like one time out of the month, and then one bill is due like two times out of the month. And I'm just making this up, so I don't know. And so if it's just like that type of scenario, so having your priorities in line is really important, because if you get paid four times out of the month, you'd have to know how to budget certain things, because some people, like when the two bills that get paid, like if you have a bill that gets paid twice out of the month and you get paid four times a week, you should be budgeting. So you can have, it's hard to explain. You have to budget out like your food, the gas, everything, and then figure out how to pay those two bills at the end of the month. And for some people, they'll just live their life, and let's say you get paid every week, right? So if you have to pay one bill on like the first week and another bill bi-weekly, and you're a person that just pays that every week, that's not really doing much with your money, and you're not able to save. And so getting back to here, having bills and not being organized, which I was saying down here, kind of leads to you feeling like you don't have room for freedom. So when a random bill came up, you didn't know what to do and you freaked out and you were like, oh my God, like, what do I do? But if you're budgeting your money in ways, knowing, you know what your bill cycle is, you know when things are supposed to be paid. And you can also, like, there's apps to help you out too. And this is sponsored by Psych. Let me stop playing around. Okay. So next, yeah, something happened in the past where you were giving to yourself, giving to other people, wonderful reciprocation, able to understand things, just wonderful. And then boom, a bill happened and it kind of just threw everything up in the air. But it is things like that we have to think about. So we also have here, when this happened, you probably sank into a really deep place and you felt like, oh my God, I need to find like the deeper meaning of life. And then, you just wanted to explore more. So you were probably exploring, I'm like drinking, psych. You were probably exploring new ways for you to travel. Like maybe you were just looking up places to travel. Maybe you were just looking up, can I have, oh yeah, let me get some clarity on this 8 of Cups. Thank you. 3 of Cups. Yeah, you were looking for happiness in all the wrong places. So you were probably going out, kicking it. Oh, you can pull this one over. Queen of Wands, probably getting dressed up, probably, going places that were out of the normal. And if you're not doing things out of the normal, you're probably going out of your way to do extra errands and things like that to be seen. And that's what got you into this energy of, not happy home, not happy wife. But knowing that there's more for you out there is going to, one, help you weigh out your options. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of the time people don't want to weigh out their options, and they don't really want to face the fury of sometimes you're not compatible with someone, or maybe this situation isn't working out for me. But in the beginning, I was saying when things don't work out for you, you change it, because I saw it here at the end of the board. But you go in with your emotions and you don't go in with thinking logic. Like, if I make this choice, and I try to tell people this all the time, people have free will to do whatever they want to do. So if you're dating somebody and you guys know, and you know that they're a hothead when they see you, and they get jealous and envious when you're talking to somebody, and you are just like, well, I have free will and I'm a person and I could do what I want to do too, but their reaction, and you still do, and you go flirt and you talk to people to make like that other person jealous, you're putting your life at risk, and you deserve kind of like what is coming to you, because you already know the end, the ending of what's going to happen. So it's either you're toxic as well and you like drama, or you like setting this person off. But that's how a lot of these fatal attractions happen in relationships, where the other person goes crazy and they ended up like killing them or slashing their tires, whatever it is. And so just be mindful of that type of stuff. Be mindful of that type of stuff, because if you don't, it's kind of like you're setting yourself up for horrible things to happen to you, and then you can't feel sad. Don't play the victim either, because you over here and you taunted the bear, and you're saying, hey, I know that you don't like this, but then you still go outside to do it, and they even told you that, you know what I'm saying? Just disrespectful. So it kind of seems, I'm not saying collective that you're toxic, and I hope this isn't you doing this. Hopefully this is vice versa, and the other person's trying to do this to you, but we're gonna figure it out. Okay, I'm trying to be real with you. Figure it out. All right. Also, I did want to say, I wasn't gonna bring this up before, but I don't really. Yeah, okay. So if you guys know me, I usually have like jewelry that represents my protection and things like that. And I think a lot of people do that. And so I want to be able to extend this out to you. If you guys like my necklace, or if you ever see it, it has like a little Hamza hand with a little Nazar eye on it. If you guys like these, you know, and my jewelry, sometimes when I wear it, just let me know. Because I get complimented on it in person. And so, yeah, I'm just extending the favor. So next, what's going to happen in the future? What's happening during this eclipse? Because, oh, what was the first card? The first card was the Five of Swords, I remember. So they got mixed up down here. Okay, so, whew. You guys, what's going on? Are you guys' emotions running high? Are you guys just running off of emotions? You have to have a good amount of logic and emotions, because if you have a good amount of logic, you're not very empathetic and you can't really think of people and consider people, I feel like, at a deeper level when it comes to actually people who care about themselves and have like self-awareness. But then I feel like for the people who are too emotional, you're not thinking logically enough. And so you get yourself into situations that are not beneficial to you. And then you're in lack. So lack of energy, lack of resources, lack of, you know, just regular things. Like you don't get like the empathy that you would give to people because you're not using your logic enough. And, you know, these people might not reciprocate that, but you still pour out to them. So it's certain things like that. Yeah, so tell me about this. Why around this eclipse? Oh no. Oh, no. Why would the Tower card come out? This person's literally trying to sabotage. Oh my God, let me see. And also the 9, I don't even remember this 9 of Pentacles coming out, but I'm gonna pull it out. So one person is the 9 of Pentacles, which is you collected because you've been working on yourself and you've been trying to get yourself together and put your ducks in a row. Bow, 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 bow. And this person is like playing games. Like, why are you being petty? Like, what is all this? And maybe, and okay, so what I'm also getting, this could be very specific, but the person that you're dealing with or whoever's around you, and the connection could be friends, family, lover, whatever, teacher, you know, people who are in your vicinity who maybe you come in a lot of contact with. This person's going to be petty around this eclipse because they are sad about the situation that they're in. And I don't want to get too specific, but the person that you're dealing with is going through something emotionally and they don't know how to express their emotions. So you can either be, and this is where the judgment comes, you can either be the Queen of Pentacles or you can be this petty person and, you know, lower yourself to their level, or you can go above and beyond and say, hey, you know, I'm not dealing with this. This is the better way to deal with this. Get advice from people who know how to deal with it. Like your girl, I do have consultations on how you guys can help deal with certain situations. And yeah, so next, Judgment card. You have the choice. The ball's in your court, baby. Oh my God. Okay, so what are you guys going to be judged on? Okay. So I have the 4 of Wands. Okay. This is what they're going to be judged on. This is what I'm asking collective. So let me see. What are they going to be judged on? Okay, so look. We have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords on the board. I need more clarity because 4 of Wands and the King of Swords. What are they being judged on? Can I have one more card to clarify? Ooh. Okay. They're like, I gave you 3. So I'm really getting because this is 2 4s on the board with the King of Swords, and it's another sword. So I definitely do think that you're being judged on how you handle the situation. Ooh, because what? Because everyone was talking about like this last energy that was in Scorpio. They were like, Scorpios, you know, will put you in your place. And it's like, this is stuff I've been hearing though from like other astrologers. I'm not an astrologer. I just look up, you know, astrology because it helps me, you know, you get it. It helps me with the energies. If you know, you know. And so it does look like You guys are being judged on almost like how you put this person in their place. When this tower situation, when this tower moment happens, could be an argument. I'm getting an argument. I'm getting that they're just being petty and, you know, not very heartfelt. They don't want to really open up to you, but they also don't want to let you know that they're hurt. Like I said, they're going through something that affects them. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna have to hurry up because it's gonna tell me I don't have enough space. But something that's happening to them at an emotional level. And so yeah, let's get over here into the Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Like, oh my God, yeah, look at this. It's like, oh my God, this person stabbed me in my back. So that's 10 times stabbed in the back, by the way. 10 of Swords. And it's almost like, ugh, dread, like throw up. I hate that. We have death at the bottom, you know. I did say that earlier, but can you clarify also what the Three of Swords is? Okay, Ace of Pentacles. It's like a blessing in disguise. What it really is because like you have to look at this person or this situation in a different light to kind of see like how they're using you or how like, you know, they're draining you of your energy. Remember, you used to be this person of great reciprocation to yourself and others. So don't think that this is something to kind of take lightly. If someone disrespects you, don't take it lightly. And so we also have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. I wanted to get into some of these oracle decks. And so you guys, that was your story. Trust yourself. Don't be petty. Don't get down to other people's level, even if you feel like you want to or you need to or you want to see the revenge. Because once you do, there's judgment that comes right after that. And that's why you feel like the way you do now. Is because in the past maybe you didn't make the best decision because, you know, too much logic over emotions, too much emotions over logic. Try to have a nice balance or talk to people that can kind of give you like some good insight of what's happening in your life. I do want to let you know that I love these cards. They have like a little book that comes with it. So can I have some advice from the New Orleans Oracle deck? Can I have some advice from the New Orleans Oracle deck? Choose peace. Can I have some insight from the New Orleans Oracle deck? Can I have some insight from the New Orleans Oracle deck? It's like a peacock. Okay, and then we also have end of cycle. So, you know, with that tower moment, it is going to be end of the cycle. Also, the full moon is the end of the cycle. So I'm going to read to you guys what it says. Number 18, peace. There are many times throughout our human experience when we make snap decisions from a superficial level without even knowing our true desires. This card has come up in your reading because peace is what you desire right now, even if you don't realize it. Currently, there are too many issues and thoughts swirling around in your life and in your mind, keeping you from being at peace. Now it is time to ask yourself what changes are within your power to make and create a deeper sense of peace for you. To create a deeper connection with yourself at this time is to gain more clarity. It is to recommend that you spend some time doing mind, body, and spirit activities such as yoga or meditation. It's also recommended that you spend more time in nature. Now, no matter how small the gesture may seem to you, every little bit counts and is a step closer to your desire. Sorry, I was all over here. Sorry, guys. Beautiful. Namaste. And then I think this is number 7 and not number 2. Let me look. Yeah, so end of cycle. Why would they do this? This is New Orleans, though. Okay, they have the people. Okay, so end of cycle, Hurricane Katrina. Hurricane Katrina signifies the end of an era in an unexpected and uncomfortable way. The hurricane led not only the devastation of well-known comforts, but also to the beginning of desired growth and forward movement. Many times it is necessary for things to fall apart in order for them to come together. If this card is shown up in your reading, you can expect that your comfort zones have been shaken up. The good news is that whatever your perception of change or losses in the situation, there are wishes about to be filled on the horizon. Focus your energy on things that you do have. Focus your energy on things that you do have control over. Move forward step by step instead of trying to create the entire plan in advance. There will be likely things that arise during the time that can be perceived as setbacks, but if you focus on but if you focus on what is in your power, this experience, while not the easiest, will still prove that you have a positive outcome. Sorry guys, it's a really small book and I'm trying to and anyways, I love it. So again, don't look at the situation as like, oh my God, I hate this. The worst thing's happening to me. And I hate that this is happening, but I guess it does have to happen. It's going to be happening for me too. It's everybody. Everybody needs to change. Wake that ass up. Okay, so let's get a gist of when this is happening, and then we'll go into what you can do with the Alice in Wonderland deck. Okay, so this could be happening by the full moon. It says addicted. So you're probably going to be addicted to a feeling, or maybe you're going to feel numb up until the new moon. So that's probably going to be about 3.5 weeks from now. Oh, I be on point with the moons, man. I'd be like, what's today? Nah, today's a half moon. I'm feeling hella indecisive. What's today? Yeah, it's a full moon. I feel like, my energy's kind of high, but I need to be at home. Yeah, get on the cycles. And then Queen of My World. And look, I told you, the eclipse. The eclipse. And this is a full moon. So 11. 11, addiction to something, drugs, to love, to company, to evil, to pain, to safety, to make simple, everything can, to making simple, okay, everything that can be deep. Oh, they have in common the feeling of being lost if we are ever without it. Freedom is not a friend, as it promises responsibility, failure, challenges. Freedom to be taken can be broken. Freedom to be taken can be broken, can be taken, can be stripped naked and whipped and abused. Slavery is a much cleaner choice. If you give it all away at the beginning, how can they take it from you? So how can it be easy to believe that freedom is an illusion? And it is so hard to feel that slavery is an illusion as well, that the sky has a limit, but the chains has one as well. The irony of it all, we lose the desire much before losing the will to fight. Is possible to reach for the sky even when bound by chains. So I'm gonna get into it because that's probably, deep for you guys. It just means that if you keep giving into the will of something that is not your highest desire, you can't really, say that that is all that has been given to you, or all that you were promised, or all that you feel like you deserve. Because right on the other end of that spectrum, if you try giving it your all every single day, what are people going to say? 21 days, because that breaks a habit. Okay, anyways. But if you give it your all, it will change. That will be the reflection of the things that you do deserve, because in this era, in this little area and, lifespan, I'm thinking like a month. For this next couple of weeks, you might feel like it's just kind of dreadful. But if you look towards the goal, you will see the finish line, okay? All right, so what's number 24? I actually was looking at that one earlier. 24, Queen of My World. I set limits to my world. Inside, I'm queen. Outside is lost. And then the statement for the addicted one was, it's not about choosing the chains, it's about choosing them again and again. So don't keep choosing the negative things that don't represent your life in the way that you want it. Okay, Queen of My World. There is a space outside. There is a space out and a space in. Sorry, you guys, if you know, I do be on Mary Jane, and she is a great friend of mine. She is my main thing. She makes me feel all right. And sometimes she really, really makes my heart sing. Okay, anyway. So, okay, there is a space out and a space in. There is my realm and what is mine. There are other places. I will not care if my world is made of thorns and ice and it's carved by my blood. My world is my world. I rule. I decide his borders. I am the law. I am princess. I am the blood in the veins of his heart, of its heart. I am the warrior and the bride. I am alone. I am the first among many. Be fearful of my world, because it's paved of my hopes and dreams. You have no power there. I am greater than the stars and more beautiful than the moon. Scary, scary, scary. I don't know what you guys are getting into this eclipse, but please don't go off the deep end. Look at this. She said, I will not care if my world is made of thorn and ice, and if it's carved by my blood. My world is my world. You know what? And I feel that. So no one's going to tell you what to do. So again, going back, maybe that what causes the argument. Maybe you're stubborn and you don't want things to change. And this person's trying to create change, but also the other person's stubborn and creates a petty argument. But one of you guys take it too far. Again, this is very specific, but I wanted to let you know that's definitely what's going to be happening during this eclipse. And I just gave you guys the confirmation. Like, a lot of people are like, okay, you do tarot and they get scared, but I'm gonna give you the confirmations. I'm gonna tell you what to do. I'm gonna tell you how to get over it. This next one is going to be from the Alice in Wonderland, one of my favorites. Look at these cards. Look at these cards. Okay. These ones are not like in order, but it's okay because they're oracle. Okay, so what? Okay, we have some messages already. Lead the way. What's another message? We'll do 3. Thank you. So the first one was lead the way, be a leader, show others how it's done. You can help others. So a lot of you guys feel very fearful in the gifts that you have, even trying to help people, like giving advice and trying to let them know that there's better ways and better choices that they can make. You better show them that there's better choices that can make, because if you don't, they're following other people who are telling them what to do and not showing them what to do as well. And they're falling, you know, flat on their faces. And then, yeah, you just have people around you who are just not worthy. Impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, and fresh perspective. So I do think that this eclipse is going to give you guys a fresh perspective. Go out in nature and start grounding yourselves. Remember the Amazonite, or the Aragonite crystal. Oh my God. And this is like, you remember, this is the part in Alice in Wonderland where she was leading everybody and they were leading everybody to like the dark and then the light. And then everyone was like, we got to get in the water. And then she went through the small little hole because she was drowning with the little bird. Okay. And then we also have Curiouser and Curiouser, Hermione. Discovery, inquiry, weirdness, and curiosity. So as these impossible things that are happening to you, start to ask questions like, how is this going to work for me? How is this going to work out? Like, ask people questions. If you don't know why they're in your life, ask them, like, why do you think we're in each other's lives? Why do you think we're good together? And if they can't answer you, just be like, you know what? I'm gonna let you think about it. Give them a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because we're righteous over here. Give them a chance. You're like, you know what? Get back to me. I'm like, I have a question for you. I'd like for you to answer it, because you're just going to know the energy off of things and how people are coming off. You're really going to know how these people are making you feel. And so you guys, this is like a really long reading. It was, I want it to be longer, but I don't know why my phone does this thing where it says that I don't have space on my phone because of the apps. And I do have like a lot of apps, but like, maybe I should just go on my apps on my iPad and then use my phone for like other stuff, like recording videos. I also have my laptop, but whatever. So I know I wasn't saying I was going to pull this one, but they did guide me, man. Like, this is one of the first decks I was even going to pull today. Let's hope that some of my energy like rubs off on these cards so we can get like some answers. And so again, you guys, if you want more into like this reading or better understanding, yeah, just hit me up for a personal reading. Okay, spirits, please tell me in the Surrealist deck. I need less cards because, right, here we go. Here we go. What's the message? The Surrealist Tarot. So the message, this is something that you guys, you need to look at it in a different way. Strength. I'm going to go through the whole deck and whatever comes out, comes out. Okay, so what came out was strength. Let me look at it. You remember I was telling you, you need to have a better balance This is what the card looks like. I'm trying to get it without the glare because my window's open, but we'll just look at it. Like, stop doing that. Jeez, I hate that. Anyways, I'll show it over here. Anyways, you see this? She got her heart in her hand, but she's like, I'm still, don't get me, I'm still strong in here. She has the ability to grow. What I'm trying to say is that balance of logic and emotions is really important. And I suggest that you guys get a really good grasp of that, because I have a feeling if you don't, you're going to make irrational decisions and you're going to wish that you didn't talk to somebody maybe how you should have, or, you know, things like that. So we have strength. Okay, there's a Spanish version. And I need to get to the beginning. So strength is like, what, number 11? It's really hard to read these. Let me see. Let me see. Is it a cup? I don't know. Swords? I don't know. I don't know. It says strength. So the strength card would just be like a major arcana card. Justice. I'm trying to find it for you guys. I could have sworn I just saw it. Okay, guys, I don't know. And I'm like, I'm not crazy. I just have like no idea. And I don't speak Spanish. Okay, so I'm looking through the major arcanas. This is definitely 11. Okay, but it's not on here. It says the Force, and that's not what that is. Okay, the beauty of the inner monster is that it's longing to be understood and embraced. Joyful opening of the doors of irrational. Let the dog covered in mud come in. I don't think that this is the card. But you guys know what it is. We've been here a while. I love you much. Thanks for watching my videos. If you'd like a private session or, you know, just some regular insight, go over to like my Instagram. I'm gonna have everything down in the links below, and I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful weekend.